Callum, Eddie has a plan to have you fight on the other card of Joshua versus Usyk 2 in June. Has an agreement been reached yet?
No, not. There's nothing waiting for announcements on the show to be confirmed, but that's what Eddie's looking at. So that's what I'm aiming for. I'm in the gym, just waiting to get confirmation to get a fight, and then we'll go to work. But I'm looking forward to getting back in there.
Okay, and you made your light heavyweight debut back in September. You had a second round knockout over Len Castillo.
Yeah.
What's that been like, the adoption in weight for you?
Good, very good. I think it come at the right time. I think my body, it was inevitable. I was always going to move up at some point, and I was even a little bit surprised how much it suited me when I moved up. I felt good on the night. I felt big and strong, and I think I carried my power up, which was the main thing. So I'm excited to feel this weight suits me a little bit more, and I believe I can become a world champion.
Yes, Buddy McGirt did say that he believes he has a world champion in you. You will catch another title. What's it been like to work with him?
Oh, good, very good. His knowledge is phenomenal. I enjoyed the camp with him. I feel like he improved me as a fighter, and that's the main thing. That's why I went to him. I knew I needed a coach who could tidy little things up that I didn't do so well, and improve me as a fighter, and I believe he managed to do that in the first camp, and I'm looking forward to going back to camp with him this time and progressing and just keep moving forward, and the goal is to become a world champion, and I believe he can be the man who can help me get there.
Eddie is confident that he will land you that title shot. I just want to ask you, Callum, who do you have your eyes on in 175? Who do you have your eyes on?
Just the champions. I want to be a champion. So the man with the belt, whoever that may be. I want to become a 2-division world champion. I believe I'm good enough to do it, and I believe I can beat whoever I have to get there.
Okay, Callum, and I also want to get your thoughts on, we have the upcoming fight between Canelo and Bivol. I just want your thoughts on that. How do you see it playing out?
It's a good fight. I think Bivol's a lot better than what people are giving him credit for. He's not the most exciting, but he's very good at what he does. He always seems to just do enough to get the win. He's got no underrated boxing ability, and his jab's pretty good, and I think it won't be easy for Canelo. I think Canelo wins, but it won't be easy. I think he wins on points, and I think it'll be pretty close.
I did see that you said that Canelo tends to have problems with opponents who move around a lot, something that Bivol does, just works the jab, moves around the ring.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe Bivol has the ability to outbox him, or do you think maybe pull off like a massive upset?
Yeah, he's definitely got the ability to do it. I think we've seen with Caleb Plant, if you can keep moving and offsetting Canelo, you can kind of nick rounds off him. He kind of lets rounds slip away, and I think Bivol could do the same. He's a bigger man than Caleb Plant, and it's just whether what version of Canelo we'll see at 175. I think 168 probably suits him better, but I think it's a good fight. I think Canelo wins on points, but I think it'll be close.
Okay, and in the undercard we do have your brother Liam Smith. Yeah. He's going to be fighting Jesse Vargas. What are your thoughts on that fight? How do you see that one going?
Yeah, it's a good fight. Obviously, I back my brother to win. I think it's a fight that they both former world champions. They both want to be world champion again. So there's a lot at stake for the winner. The winner puts himself in a good position, but we're confident as a team. Liam's the better man. He's had a good camp. He's in very good shape, and I think stylistically it could be a good fight to watch, and could steal the show.
Now, based on your experience, just being a world champion yourself, is there any things that you've been working on with your brother? Any pointers you've been giving him competing at this level?
He knows. He knows himself what it takes to get there, and he says he's had a very good camp. He's very experienced now. He's been there and done it. He's boxed at the highest level. He knows what it takes to get there, and he knows how he feels, and knows what he feels he's capable of, and he believes he's good enough to become a world champion again, and a win on the weekend puts him one step closer to getting there.
Okay, and in the main event, of course, we have Serrano versus Taylor. What are your thoughts on this one? How do you see that one going?
It's a great fight. I think props to both of them. They both achieved so much, and yet they still want to achieve more. The best for the best, and I think it should be a great fight to watch for the fans, and it's putting women's boxing on the big stage. But I think I'm going to go with Katie Taylor, win on points, but it's very, very close.
Yes, and also now Serrano is being promoted by Jake Paul, of course, and he recently has about 5 fights in his boxing career. I just want to know what's your thoughts on him, what he's shown in the ring, his abilities.
I think when he first started, it was a bit of a gimmick, and a lot of fighters were dismissing him, but he's getting better. He's stepping up his level of opposition. I think his next fight he wants to fight Tommy Fury, who is a genuine boxer. So look, if he's going to take it serious, then fair play to him. He's getting a lot of eyes on the sport, which is a good thing. I would like to see him fight boxers now rather than YouTubers or UFC fighters, and if he does that and continues to win, then fair play to him. He's got just as much chance as anyone else. But yeah, I'd just like to see him fight a few more genuine boxers, and then I say, there's nothing wrong with that if he wants to do it right.
Yes, speaking of which, Callum, I just wanted your opinion. Something Mike Tyson did say recently on the Joe Rogan podcast. He said he'd be open to a fight with Jake Paul. He said he believes it'd break the all-time pay-per-view records. I asked Jake Paul about this, and he said, let's run it. What do you think about a potential fight there?
I don't know. This day and age, nothing would surprise me. Possibly could happen. Obviously, Tyson come back and had that exhibition with Roy Jones, but look, I think that's what it would be. It'd have to be an exhibition, so to speak. But look, if it gets other people watching boxing who probably wouldn't watch boxing, then it's only good for the sport. But no, I'd like to see Jake Paul fight, a genuine professional fighter, and let's see how good he is and let's see how good he can be.
So you'd be all for that fight against Tommy Fury maybe?
Yeah, because Tommy Fury, he's a professional boxer. He's not a YouTuber. He's not a UFC fighter. He's a professional fighter. So if Jake Paul wants to fight him and can beat him, then fair play to him. But I just don't want to see any more of the YouTube fight, or say the UFC fighters who aren't boxers. They fight, but they fight in the UFC. They're not stand-up boxers. So I want to see him start fighting normal fighters.
Okay, now the last thing I want to ask you, what do you think about Jake Paul's ability to market his following? Because something Mike Tyson did say that he has a very decent following, maybe even more than some current champions. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning then. Is his following that he's got is huge, and if he can get other people watching boxing who wouldn't normally watch boxing just because it's Jake Paul, then it's only good for the sport. It's getting more eyes on the sport, which is a good thing. So yeah, like I say, if you can bring his audience to the sport, but have proper boxing fights, then it's only going to benefit all the other fighters.
All right, Callum. Well, I do appreciate your time, and all the best of luck to you in your return. Thank you so much.
Mate. Thank you.